Star Wars Squadrons is the new up-and-coming Star Wars game developed by EA's Motive Studios. It's a Starfighter game that's going to feature both a single-player campaign and multiplayer, with a focus on team-based attack squadron gameplay. Earlier today, Star Wars Squadrons was teased on EA Star Wars' social platforms after it leaked on the Xbox website, and the reveal trailer will premiere on Monday, June 15th at 8 AM Pacific time. And I think we've got reason to be excited about this new game, because based on the game art, it looks like we might be doing a bit more than just flying X-Wings and TIE fighters during gameplay. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So Motive Studios previously built the Battlefront 2 story mode, but this is their first standalone game. And what they're showing us in this cover art seems as though the scale of this game could be bigger than we first thought. In the lead up to this announcement, the game was referred to as Project Maverick, which I think we can now confirm is a reference to Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun. Pretty obvious in your face, he was a jet fighter pilot. But EA executives and developers have previously talked about this game being a smaller project and not the AAA size of, let's say, Jedi Fallen Order or Battlefront 2. Some people are also saying it's a rushed game. EA wanted to hurry up and get another Star Wars game out after Battlefront 2 came to an end, and they were kind of anticipating needing a smaller game, but I'm not sure how much of this is true. This game has been in development for a few years now, and I guess we'll see the full scope of it at launch. For the single player campaign, I think you can expect something a bit shorter, perhaps even shorter than Battlefront 2, but multiplayer is going to be something new and unique. So let's take a look at what's on the cover art. The game seems to be set during the Age of Rebellion, the original Trilogy era. We'll see if the game includes other eras, but for now it looks like it'll just be the one. We have a Rebel pilot and an Imperial pilot, TIE fighters, a TIE interceptor, a TIE bomber, and a TIE Reaper. This is a ship from Rogue One, and it's interesting this is here because it's not your regular TIE style of ship. It's a troop carrier. So perhaps these larger style of ships will play a role in the game in some way. Whether that means you'll be flying the actual ship or perhaps escorting them like some of the missions in Battlefront. We'll have to wait and see. Down here we have an A-Wing, an X-Wing with green paint markings, as well as another A-Wing with green paint, and a Y-Wing, several U-Wings, and this ship you can see down here is the Profundity, the ship commanded by Admiral Raddus in Rogue One. It's an MC-75 Star Cruiser, and seeing this along with the Imperial Star Destroyer, you'd have to think these capital ships are going to play a huge role in this game. My hope is that in some way we'll actually be able to pilot these, but that seems kind of unlikely. It seems like it'll be focused on starfighters and probably just protecting these larger ships in our smaller starfighters. And hopefully we'll also be able to board them and land in each ship's hangar area, old Battlefront 2 style. This is an all-out Starfighter game after all, so there's going to be more development put into it than there was in Battlefront 2 Starfighter Assault, which you've been watching gameplay from during this video. Even the ability to get in and out of the ships would be cool, walk around the hangar area, but we'll see. I think the game definitely needs to be an evolution of what was done in Battlefront 2 Starfighter Assault. There needs to be a deeper combat system, more developed dogfighting mechanics, and another element to it. Perhaps going in the capital ships could be that extra element, or whether it's actually piloting these big ships. We'll see, but hopefully the game is also well balanced. That's something I think Starfighter Assault really struggled with, and is part of the reason why the game mode became less popular as time went on. Some games would go for a really long time, some would be really short, different maps had different balancing. There were a lot of issues there, but hopefully this evolves on those. And seeing the different colored Rebel starfighters makes me feel like obviously Squadrons is going to play a big role in this game, whether that means you'll be in a squad as you spawn into a multiplayer match, you'll be on Green Squadron or Red Squadron, and perhaps each squad will even have a different objective. We will see. The teaser image for Project Maverick also seemed to be set on or over Mustafar. This looks like Mustafar to me. This is lava, I think, so perhaps the game will feature battles not only in space, but also in planets' atmospheres, Battlefront 2 style. So based on everything we know about Star Wars Squadrons, it seems the game is going to have a heavy focus on multiplayer. Jeff Grubb, a video game game journalist, published an article this morning stating that according to sources familiar with the game's production, the idea is to get players fighting against each other in team battles featuring iconic Star Wars vessels. Based on that and the cover art, it seems like there'll be a wide range of pilotable vehicles, and the larger capital ships will be the focus of the battle. Picture some of the great space battles in the Star Wars films. We've got the battle over Endor in Return of the Jedi, the rebels trying to defeat a fleet of Star Destroyers, along with the second Death Star. Will the Death Star be a part of this game? Is this game going to have the trench run? The battle over Coruscant, the Republic's clone army fighting off a clone invasion, General Grievous's invisible hand, the centerpiece of the battle over Scarif, the tactics employed by the rebels during this battle, ramming the Empire's ship, starfighters providing support. These are the type of starfighter battles we want to experience. Huge, large-scale space battles. If Star Wars Squadrons takes elements of the original Battlefront 2 space battles and EA's Starfighter Assault, and perhaps even combines these with elements from Empire at War, the real-time strategy game, the game could be incredibly successful. There's a lot to work with here. Now, a few years back, there was actually another Starfighter game being developed by Area 52 Games. This was back in the days of LucasArts. The game was cancelled in 2013, which might not have been such a bad thing. It was being built in the Unity engine and was actually going to be a web browser game. I mean, for a web game, this looks pretty good, right? There was beta footage released, an X-Wing flying over the second Death Star. Looks like you had a few different abilities, blasters and torpedoes. The X-Wing looks like it moves pretty slowly though, and the game doesn't look too exciting. But as far as I know, this was the last Star Wars game dedicated entirely to starfighters. Since then, of course, we've had Battlefront 1 and 2 starfighter modes, but I'm really hoping this game evolves space combat into something we've never seen in a video game before and surprises our expectations. There's been plenty of successful Star Wars starfighter games in the past. You had the X-Wing vs TIE Fighter series, there was Star Wars Rogue Squadron, but obviously these were released over 20 years ago and video games have changed a lot since then. So this game's gonna have to do something different to appeal to a modern audience. So are you excited now that we know this is a complete starfighter game? And do you think Star Wars Squadrons will be any good? Let me know in the comments. And my channel just hit 200,000 subscribers. Huge thanks to everyone who's been watching. It means a lot. I'll be posting lots more about Star Wars Squadrons once we see the reveal trailer, and also hopefully we'll get some gameplay soon. But thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.